Hi everyone, Mark here from Rosy Outdoors. So I know at the moment a lot of people have got kids at home and are probably thinking, what are we going to do to entertain them? Because it's it's difficult sometimes to think of something. And also a lot of you have got tarps and stuff for your outdoors camping that you're maybe not using. So I thought, how about an idea for what you could do to make something for the kids to play with using the stuff that you've already got. So here's what we got. This is a Tipi, it's a tarp, it's a 3x3 metre tarp, and it's in a Tipi setup. All I'm using is, I've got a trekking pole there and one over there, just a line of paracord in between the two. Obviously some guy ropes going down, two guys approximately 45 degrees going down to pegs there. And it's just tied in the middle, so yeah, that's how it's done. I'll go through in more detail how I've actually done it, but what you basically got is just a little play tent really. And it's got some that sort of part of the tarp is acting like a ground sheet, so they could sit inside there. So from the back view, in terms of how you put this up, obviously you want to put the thing in the middle, so that's just the middle of the front of one line. Really the tarp is actually folded in half, so this line here is what would normally be the center sort of ridge line with where it's got attachment points in the middle. So what I've got, if I go around here, is this here is the middle of the ridge line attachment points, and it's lined up with the thing tied to the paracord, and then there's one across in there, one across in there. So the thing about this is all about triangles, so this is a nice even triangle there, so you've got a nice even triangle there. So the way I did it was I put the line across, obviously with that on it, and then I put these three in to get that triangle shape there, and then it's a similar sort of thing here. So there's the middle of the front, if you like. There's one I'm not using, and then there's the front corner there. So and that's it really. I mean, these things they're not in line with the paracord, they're sort of pulled forward a bit, but again, if you see, you're getting this nice equilateral triangle, is that what they're called? Yeah, I think so. So you're getting these nice triangle shapes, and that's what really makes it work. So you've got basically three triangles, the one at the back and the two on the sides here and here. All the other stuff, which would be the other half of the tarp, is all tucked in underneath. And when you do that, hey look, it makes a nice ground sheet to cover the whole area. So that works really well. I'm sorry for the strange squeaky background noise here, but it's one of my neighbours is a farmer who owns the land behind our house, and I don't know what he's doing today. He's driving up and down, dragging something behind his car and over the field. It's whatever it is, it needs a lot of oil on it, but yeah. So just imagine it's some sort of beautiful bird that's squeaking at you, not some crappy old bit of farm machinery. One top tip with this is obviously you want to get this as high as possible, and probably if you were doing this in the woods, you'd basically put these on trees and you'd put them a lot higher up. But because this is the downside of using the trekking poles, it makes it all a lot lower. So the way to sort of mitigate that to a point is basically to have the poles as close to the actual tent as possible. So you don't want them out there, and out over here, because then there'll be so much droop you can imagine in the paracord that you'll get the centre will be a lot lower. So it is best to put them as close as possible. I've probably gone a bit too close here because it's actually touching the side of the tent, but it doesn't really matter. But yeah, so basically you want that shape between those two to be as narrow as possible. But I guess you know what I mean by that. Now I'm sure some of you will be thinking, you know, that's far too good for kids. You know, that looks like the sort of shelter that I could use myself, which is actually quite a good idea, and that was my original thought. But yeah, it might be all right for people who are, as you know, some of you anyway will know that I'm 6'4", which is sort of above average height, and I think for some people who are not as tall as me, then perhaps it might be all right. But yeah, I don't actually think it's big enough for me. So I hope that's useful. I think it would be great for kids to play, and I honestly do. It's just the right size and the right height, and it's what I really like about it is that you don't need anything other than things you've already got. So which basically, if you've got a tarp and you've got 2 trekking poles and some paracord, then it's all good. If you like the video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up right now. If you're not already a subscriber, then please subscribe, and you know, make sure you ring the bell so that you get notifications, because obviously I'll be making some more videos in the future. But for now, I'll say goodbye, and I'll see you again soon.